local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM-TV 5 News at 11.
I think it's fine that there are 100. I think it'd be good if there were more than 100.
Dozens of armed officers, badges in hand, on patrol throughout Michigan. But these officers didn't necessarily graduate from the police academy. They got their badges simply by donating to a village police department.
So how did this village of 300 residents end up with so many people willing to protect it, even if they don't live within the borders? And could they be patrolling in your town? TV5's David Custer has this I-Team report.
Nobody knows who these guys are.
A village under the watch of an unknown eye.
This is not issued. You can buy one if you want one. It just says Oakley Police.
More than 100 strong donating their way into a secret police society.
What are people down south putting money into a little town like this for?
And local leaders raising a red flag to the money that's rolling into town.
It's a scenario playing out in one small mid-Michigan community with an impact reaching far beyond the village of Oakley's borders. A simple donation to their small police department will give you the green light to carry a firearm almost anywhere in the state.
It's one of 6 villages in Saginaw County, barely more than 1 square mile in size. Not even 300 people live here.
There are no murders. There's no armed robberies. There's no breaking and entering. We don't even have a drug problem.
But what the village of Oakley does have is a reserve police force of at least 100. If you do the math, that's at least 1 reserve officer for every 3 people.
Why the need for this huge number of officers is unbeknownst to many of the residents. We don't know why.
It's one of the town's best kept secrets, and so are the names of the reservists who are given an officer ID, an authorization on their concealed pistol license to carry a gun in gun-free zones like schools and churches, and if they want to pay an undisclosed amount of money, they get an official police badge.
We don't have any independent power to arrest. That's derived from a regular officer.
You are meeting one of those reservists. His name, Guido Aidenbaum. He's an attorney living in West Bloomfield, more than 70 miles away from Oakley. He agreed to talk to me because he believes the program isn't hurting anyone and is in fact helping the village.
From what I understand, the money that the reservists pay in actually pays for the actual police department that serves the village.
Aidenbaum says he heard about it from an acquaintance. He donated money to the police department's reserve program after being accepted.
Do you mind saying how much you've donated or a range?
At one time I gave $1,000.
To get into the program, you fill out this application, which is then approved by the police chief, Rob Resnick. Resnick declined an on-camera interview, but did tell me every applicant must already have a concealed pistol license, meaning they underwent a background check. We attempted to get the names of Oakley's reservists through the Freedom of Information Act, but we were denied, stating it was an invasion of an individual's privacy.
Why do you think it is that it's people from all over the state of Michigan, though, that are doing this in this small little town?
That I don't know. I mean, I know there are some people from Oakland County. I mean, it's not that far away. It's kind of far away, but it's not an impossible drive.
One of those people was Ortonville, Michigan resident and former Waterford Township police officer Brian Mahoney. This is him pleading no contest to 2 weapons charges in an Oakland County courtroom back in 2011 after he allegedly got into an altercation and fired a gun outside a Waterford Township bar. At the time of the shooting, officials say he told officers he was an off-duty police officer with, you guessed it, the village of Oakley. He was sentenced to probation and was forced to resign from the Village of Oakley Reservist program.
You have $1,000 that you donate, you get a badge, you may get a certificate for all I know.
Councilmember Francis Koski is now questioning the thousands of dollars flowing into the village from the self-funded police department, who operates on a budget of $40,000. Koski says since Resnick became chief, they've acquired a new police car, a police golf cart, a $30,000 playground, and even bought a Christmas ham for every family.
We have no idea how much money is coming into this town. How much money does Oakley own? How much money has the reserves gave us?
Chief Resnick told me off camera they survive solely on donations from reservists, and he says it's no different than someone donating to their university.
We don't know who's really protecting these, these village residents, or if they have the capability to do so.
More questions than answers linger around this small-town police department. A judge has backed Chief Resnick's stance that he doesn't have to disclose his little black book of active reservists.
It's a pay-to-play cops and robbers.
But to reservist Guido Aidenbaum, it's a force of good that has no intention of going away and plans to only get stronger.
If I run across the right guy, a guy who I think has the right, or gal, who has the right motivation and wants to do it for the right reasons, sure, I'd be happy to try to recruit somebody else to the program.
David Custer, WNEM-TV 5.
Chief Resnick says he is complying with all laws and regulations required for reserve officer programs. He told us in the past 6 years he's only had to remove 3 reservists from the program, one of them being Brian Mahoney. He also insists the village could not survive without this program.